Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. We start a whole new week, lots to talk about. One of the things I didn't mention in the tease is that last night we found out our new celebrity apprentice. Donald Trump's new right-hand man is Arsenio Hall.
Oh, all right. I haven't heard him in a while, yeah.
I was shocked. He went up against Clay Aiken. Of course, again, Clay ended up the runner-up, like he did with Ruben years ago on Idol. Yeah, so it all went to Arsenio. So good for him. I'm happy for him. Yeah. And Billboard Awards last night. A lot of winners out there. Of course, there was a wonderful, touching tribute to Whitney Houston, and we'll talk about that a little later as well. So lots of fun things. But we want to talk first about the fact that millions of people across Asia and the Western United States watched as the rare Ring of Fire eclipse crossed their skies.
Yes, this took up my whole afternoon and evening getting ready for this thing.
I've been waiting forever.
Waiting forever. Albuquerque, of course, rated one of the best spots on the planet to view the eclipse. People from neighboring states and even Canada traveled here to the Duke City to enjoy one of the best vantage points. KRQE News 13 pilot Bob Martin shot this time lapse you see here from Sky Ranger. So many incredible pictures. It was awesome.
Amazing,
Did you see it?
I didn't get to go to one of our little spots because I didn't have the glasses and I was afraid. So, but I watched it. I could see it from my balcony, and I actually, you know, I was watching like everything is. I would go outside every 5 minutes and just check the difference and it was just so interesting. And of course on Facebook and all the social media, the craziness of the postings. And I saw your postings, and just amazing photographs. And we really were the best place in the whole country to see this.
It was so cool. So when the Ring of Fire happened, we were like, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't go away.
Where did you watch it from?
I saw it up kind of the foothills over near the San Diego. So
nice.
Yeah, it was so pretty. A lot of people. It was just thrilling to see. You know?
One of those, you know, once in a lifetime moments, literally. Right. And the thing that's really interesting about it, and you can look this up. I'll try to get some information and talk about it tomorrow. But it's not just about the beauty of seeing the Ring of Fire and the awe that we get from it. But there's actually a shift in the universe, and things are changing. And I think moving into Gemini's moon. I should talk to Cynthia Hess about this. There's all kinds of interesting things about the way our lives will shift as a result of this as well. Good things though, good changes.
Hopefully it's good changes.
Yeah, new beginnings. Now you want to fasten your seatbelts because today another new beginning. We're kicking off day 1 of our series, Chasing the Fox.
Right, our Face the Fox, Elias Gallegos, will land at a secret destination every day during this week-long tour of central New Mexico. So let's find out where his journey starts.
Good morning, Nikki and Kristen. New Mexico is the land of enchantment, and for those of us that are locals, we know why. For no matter where you live in New Mexico, you can't escape its breathtaking scenery, its hidden treasures, and its unique traditions inspire pride and passion. And if it's a new adventure that you're looking for, you don't have to go any further than your own backyard. Today, we're chasing the fox to the city of vision, Rio Rancho. I'm standing in Haynes Park, which is one of the busiest parks in Rio Rancho, offering a wide variety of youth and adult programs and activities. On Sunday nights, right here at the Rotary Club Barbecue Pavilion, families can enjoy free musical entertainment. If you come, bring a picnic. The first concert is May 27th. For a performance schedule, visit the city's website. Something else to look forward to this summer, Arts in the Park. All kinds of creative artwork will be on display and for sale. The first sale is Sunday, June 10th, and it's free. And just for the kids, Fine Arts Fun Camp 2012, which is a series of drama, art, and dance workshops available to the residents and non-residents. There is a fee for the camp, so check the city's website for all the details. Rio Rancho itself is the fastest growing community in New Mexico, and it's the economic hub of Sandoval County, and latest census data tells us that more than 87,000 people live here. The affordable housing, the positive attitudes are just a couple of the reasons why Rio Rancho is booming. And no matter where you live, you cannot miss the magnificent view of the Sandia Mountains. Rio Rancho was originally part of the Alameda Grant, which was founded by the Spanish in 1710. By the early 20th century, much of the land grant had been sold to land investment companies. AMREP Corporation bought 55,000 acres in 1961 and turned the land into a housing development called Rio Rancho Estates. The population grew and Rio Rancho was incorporated in 1981. The opening of the Intel plant had a major economic impact on the city, and Intel remains the city's largest employer. Over the last 20 years, Rio Rancho has taken steps to become more independent from neighboring Albuquerque and established a separate school system and began attracting business and industry to the area. The city center includes City Hall, 2 colleges, a medical center, and the Santa Ana Star Center, which is home to the New Mexico Mustangs and the New Mexico Stars. And in a few minutes, we'll show you the quality life perks and trendy hotspots that make Rio Rancho a place to come and have fun. So stay with us. This is day one of Chasing the Fox.
Gotcha! Thanks, Elias. I think that is so cool, and I love that we're doing this. It really gives everybody, whether you're new to town, whether you're visiting town, or whether you've been here for your whole life, it's a wonderful opportunity for you to see all the things that maybe you didn't even realize were right here in your own backyard. So great week ahead. I need to spend more time in Rio Rancho. I really haven't spent enough time there. Obviously, today we'll be learning a lot more about it. So
yeah, I'm excited to hear more about it.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you hear these things and you're like, you know what? Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that. And it's such a short drive and so worthwhile. So now let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez with this morning's news headlines. Do you spend any time in Rio Rancho, Elizabeth?
You know, not really. I do have a friend that I made maybe a few months ago, and we talk all the time. Yes, I made a friend. We talk all the time, but no, I have yet to drive out there and meet up with her for lunch and stuff. But drive out there. It's not like it's even far.
Exactly. For a lot of cities, it would be like a typical morning commute, you know?
Absolutely.
So we'll have to get out there.
That's exciting stuff that Elias is doing now.
Yeah.
All right, well, good morning, ladies. Good morning to you at home. You just heard Nikki and Kristen talk about this just a little bit ago. From driveways to rooftops, just about everywhere. Everyone in New Mexico was checking out the solar eclipse last night. Still the talk of the town today, including at the Hard Rock Pavilion. Thousands of people showed up there for one of the most popular gatherings. Here's News 13's Scott Daniels.
Oh, that is awesome.
Professional, amateur, and future astronomers filled up Mesa del Sol to catch a glimpse of history.
I'll probably never be able to see one of these ever again in my life, and it's just something, a great thing to enjoy with my family and a great experience to share.
An annular eclipse, when the moon sits right in front of the sun, covering everything but the sun's outer ring. The last time the U.S. saw this ring of fire was back in 1994. This time around, Albuquerque was the biggest city sitting in the direct path. Hundreds made a day out of it. Bernalillo County hosted this free event filled with big screens, big scopes, and big science projects.
You created a fabulous way to watch the eclipse.
But the event ran out of the 2,000 free sunglasses, so some onlookers had to bring their own or make their own.
They had papers, and I just cut them out, and then I glued them to the glasses, and I just decorated them with markers and stickers.
So no matter how big or small your viewing device is, it's all necessary so you don't hurt your eyes. The eclipse lasted from 6:28 in the evening to sunset, about an hour and 40 minutes. And for just a few minutes, the moon was directly in front of the burning sun, bringing out what's known as the Ring of Fire. Was it worth it to make this device?
Yeah, it's pretty. Actually, I just took a picture with my iPhone of the image on the end, and it's a pretty clear resolution.
Scott Daniels, KRQE News 13.
Oh, look at that. People got creative, I tell you. By the way, if you missed the solar eclipse, there will be another one you can see here in the U.S., but that will be 11 years from now. Okay, this morning, if you ride the Rail Runner, listen up. There are some big changes to tell you about that start this morning. One-way trips and day passes are a couple of dollars more expensive now. Monthly passes are going up to about $4 to $11 each. On the flip side, there's an express train from Albuquerque to Santa Fe in the mornings, then one from Santa Fe back here in the afternoon. Now, it's about 45 minutes faster than the regular routes. Plus, there's a quiet car during the week that you can take if you like some peace and quiet. And now you can even buy your tickets on your smartphone.
This really only even barely brings us in line with some of the other systems around the country. We still are among one of the lowest cost transit systems in the country.
And later this year, the Rail Runner will have an app that is made available to you that you can download to your smartphone to make buying tickets even easier. Today, firefighters are hoping, I should say, that they get control of a couple of wildfires that are burning right now, right here in New Mexico. Lightning started the Baldy fire in the Gila Wilderness more than a week ago. This is a picture of that fire. It has now grown to 3,000 acres. Firefighters are looking at a fire from the air that they took that picture yesterday, this picture right here. They say that the fire is still growing, but not anywhere near homes or buildings so far, which is a good thing. And the Whitewater fire, about 10 miles northeast of Glenwood, has now burned more than 600 acres. This one started last Wednesday. You can see that the smoke from the Highway 180 is now visible. The fire has not done any major damage so far. We'll keep our fingers crossed on that. Happening this morning, Vincent Cordova, the firefighter from Albuquerque who had brain surgery to remove a life-threatening tumor, is waking up at home. His fellow firefighters gave Cordova a homecoming he will never forget. Cordova went through a very dangerous surgery back in April. Since then, he's been recovering at a hospital in California, but this weekend he came back into Albuquerque, and it's the outpouring of support he is getting that Vincent says keeps him going.
I was in a coma for 6 days, and the only reason I came back is from prayer.
Incredible. He says he wants to actually get back to work in the next 6 months. Of course, he still has a ways to go. Doctors removed, by the way, all of Vincent's tumor. He says, as I mentioned, he wants to get back to work in the next 6 months. But he looks absolutely great, and we wish him and praying for him the absolute best. And that wraps it up this morning for your headlines. Be sure to start your day with Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me every weekday morning beginning at 4:30 a.m. on KRQE News 13. Nikki, Kristen, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Good story. I love to hear good news. We wish him so much great things and health and happiness in his recovery. So good for him. Now, it's safe to say some of you are probably happy that you have a job. I'm happy I have a job. You're happy? I'm happy. But guess what? It's not the case for most people who took a recent poll, really.
Yeah, this new poll by CareerBliss.com says Albuquerque ranks 5th in the most unhappiest cities to work in. Oh. Not to live in, to work in. Yeah. Some of those people who took the survey say it's tough to move up the corporate ladder, and there isn't a lot of company culture.
Okay, well, New Haven, Connecticut was actually ranked the unhappiest city, while Miami, Florida was ranked the happiest. Now, I'm going to just speak from experience for a quick moment here, because I'm from the Connecticut area, and I've lived in the Miami area, and I live now in Albuquerque. Out of all the places I've worked, this is the easiest place to work for me personally, because the weather is so agreeable most of the year, and you know this. It's a lot easier to get up in the morning. It's a lot easier on your commute. There's less traffic. And I'll tell you what, living in Miami, I love it. But it's a tough city to work in because, number one, you want to go to the beach all the time. You never want to go to work. And number two, the traffic is unbearable, and not to mention the humidity. So really, I don't get it. I don't agree.
I feel like it's more laid back here. And I think that makes working a little bit easier, so it's not as stressful.
Absolutely.
Everybody's a little more laid back and, you know, understanding about things, so I like that about it.
They should have polled us. Meanwhile, this is some other bad news. Disco is officially dead, officially now. Robin Gibb of the Bee Gees has passed away, and the Bee Gees, of course, were renowned for their songwriting and producing skills, not to mention their singing.
Right, it was their signature 3-part harmonies that made them a hit, particularly in the disco era. Fox's Steve Rappaport has more.
A founding member of the hit pop group The Bee Gees has died.
The music world lost another legend, so we wanted to take a moment to pause and remember Robin Gibb. His voice and the music of the Bee Gees will live on forever.
Robin Gibb passed away Sunday after a long battle with cancer and intestinal surgery. He, along with his 2 brothers, Barry and Maurice, formed the disco trio The Bee Gees back in 1960. The band's name was short for Brothers Gibb. They were best known for their songs on the 1977 Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. It featured hits like Stayin' Alive, How Deep Is Your Love, How deep is your love, is your love, how deep is your love, and many more. Their music came to epitomize the disco era, and their efforts on the soundtrack represented the pinnacle of their career. The Bee Gees have sold more than 200 million records and had a long string of successful singles. Their hard work landed the trio into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1997, an honor they took in stride.
This is probably the best year of our lives, and I think our families would also echo that sentiment. It's the best year of your life. That's one of them.
Gibb is survived by his second wife and 4 children, along with his older brother Barry and sister Leslie Evans. He was 62 years old. Steve Rappaport, Fox News.
It breaks my heart. I mean, I'm a huge disco fan. To this day, I obviously grew up with that music, but to lose a Bee Gee and Donna Summer in the same week, and they're both around the same age and both lost their battle to cancer. So what a shame. What a shame. But like I said about Donna Summer, same thing. I think that music will live on forever. It will. And they gave us the gift of their music, and we'll never forget that. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, the Billboard Music Awards were handed out in Las Vegas last night.
Adele, LMFAO, Justin Bieber, Katy Perry, and Taylor Swift took the top prizes. And, you know, LMFAO, the uncle-nephew duo Red Foo and Sky Blue showed up in their trademark outrageous fashion, picking up 2 awards. They won for Song of the Year, Party Rockin' in the House Tonight. Are you sick of that one yet? And the top duo group, along with 4 more honors. And there, of course, is Lil Justin Bieber, who apparently broke up with Selena this weekend.
Oh, no.
I heard things. Yes, it's over for the cute little Peter and the little boy who said if he was your boyfriend. Now there's a lot of women out there saying, if I was your girlfriend, never be alone.
There are probably a lot of screaming girls now that tweeting away.
Oh, they're going crazy. Yeah, the best part of that show, like I said, though, was definitely the Whitney Houston tribute. Definitely brought a tear to my eye, especially when Bobby Christina went up, and you could just see that she's very mature. She tried really hard to maintain composure, and I was really impressed.
Very good.
Yeah. Now, somebody who, I don't know how much composure she has, but she sure is talented. No. Kristen Wigg had the last laugh as she wrapped up her 7 seasons on SNL, Saturday Night Live. It was her last one this weekend. And, you know, during her years at SNL, Wigg earned 3 Primetime Emmy Award nominations for Outstanding Actress in a Comedy Series. I love her.
Oh, yeah, I do too. I can't believe it's over for her.
I know.
We'll see more for them. Rocker Mick Jagger led Saturday's final skit, congratulating a group of graduates, including Wigg, who says she plans on directing more and possibly moving to Paris to do a little painting.
Interesting. Well, you know, she was such a prominent part of Bridesmaids, which was such a huge success at the box office. Oh my gosh, my favorite one. Well, I like the Target lady, you know, and she does Target. And I love when she does Penelope, who's the one-upper, the one that twirls her hair, and it's like anything you do, she one-ups it. I love her.
Oh, that's a good one too.
She kills me. She kills me. I love her. So you have to check out some of her skits. And apparently, I heard that the was it the Californians skit? That's the one I missed it, but I heard that was the funniest skit of the night.
I'm gonna go back and look on DVR and have to watch.
We have to do that for sure. It was too nice to be home watching TV this weekend. It was a get out and about weekend, and it's going to stay like that, right?
It is. Well, it's gonna stay nice from the standpoint that we're gonna see a lot of sunshine, but the winds are gonna get pretty wicked here starting tomorrow for the rest of the week too. So get out and enjoy today. That's the bottom line. Did want to show a few more pictures of the solar eclipse, and this is one that we had sent in to our website here. It was a really cool one of the Ring of Fire. This one, as the sun was going down, kind of looks like a sailboat, doesn't it?
It does.
Kind of cool. That's the sun setting with it still in eclipse mode, and then another one through the little film lens. You can see the Ring of Fire.
Wow.